We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Allen's got it complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat on blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On fourth down, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check back 16.
Second and 6. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Number 16 is coming. Check mark, check mark.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
16, get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
2nd and 4. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
16, it's a party now.
2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Pitts. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Hey, check back 16, check back 16. Touchdown, defense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short gain down to about the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Number 16's coming, check mine, check mine. Stop your whining. Check back 16.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, check back 16, check back 16. I got one. 16, 16. Watch the curl.
Back to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Hits by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, it's Herbert. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Come on, QB, come on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 44. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Number 16's coming. Check mark. Check mark. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Green Jack.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 16. Mike 16. Hey.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Herbert. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 16, Mike 16, Grant.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Now room for Eckler. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Let's go deep.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help soft this one away. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to